Hey, beautiful collective. Welcome to the channel. All right, so we're going to look into a twin flame connection. I am asking specifically for a twin flame connection because something is going on in the twin flame collective, y'all. I mean, I've been sensing it for a minute now, and yeah. So we're just going to focus on trying to get some information for a twin flame couple out there. We're going to try to get you guys a little bit of healing or just, get your heart in the right place for one another if you need be. I don't know what Spirit's going to bring forward towards you, but hopefully, I'm sure you'll get what you need from it. I'm just the messenger, okay? But yeah, so this may or may not be your connection. You'll have to use your discernment to figure that out for yourself. If this one is not your message, then check out some of the other videos. Maybe you'll find your energy in one of those videos. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to grow this channel and help our collective to heal and understand, and I'm trying to heal and understand too. So I appreciate your guys' support along the journey. The best way to support me is to hit that subscribe button at this time. I love you guys. All right, let's jump in. I've already prayed and called in protection, so let's just jump right in, okay? Spirit, what is the Divine Feminine's energy of this connection that we're going to discuss? Ooh, Cupid's arrow. So you shot your shot, Divine Feminine. Yeah, you've gone through a transformation. You're being lighthearted at this time. You're finding something out. Things are coming to a light. Okay, so you're coming to the light. I'm hearing it. Wow, Divine Feminine. You have stepped into your power, into your light. You've had to adapt and change a lot through your healing process, but you have. Okay, you're standing in your faith that love is coming. You have a surprise invitation or meeting, possibly with your twin flame coming up. Okay, that's going to create some type of sudden change for you. Shocking news, an epiphany, an upheaval, or a transformation. But yeah, you've shot your shot in some way. You got your heart wide open, Divine Feminine. You've been going through a major healing here, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna put these cards off camera. I was gonna try to keep them, but you know that it says the dragonfly on the bottom. Let's see about this masculine, your twin flames energy. Spirit, what is the masculine's twin flame energy of this connection? What is the masculine energy, please, in this connection? Ooh, wedding rings. This masculine's ready to come into union. Okay? Yeah, he may have treated you like an option in the past with keys on the ring. So this masculine may have viewed you as an option here in the past, Divine Feminine, but now it's like he's serious. Okay, he's waking up to y'all's soul connection, to this eternal love that y'all share, and he's remembering his everlasting promise that he made you to be your divine masculine is what I'm getting here, okay? So beautiful. You did something here, Divine Feminine. You shot your shot, and it's working out for you, okay? This masculine's coming in with the energy that I feel like you've been manifesting for him, praying. He's been watching you with the sunglasses energy on the bottom. Okay? So let's see the energy between you two. What is the energy between these two, Spirit? Yeah, this masculine wants to date. He's coming in to date you. This could be someone new. This might not be, you might just be meeting this person, and it's going to happen quickly. So if you're meeting this, if this isn't your twin flame and someone that you've already dealt with here, this is someone coming in that's new, that's going to ask you out on a date after you've gone through a separation. It's saying get back out there, plan and set a date. Okay, some of y'all, it'll be someone new coming in that you've been manifesting, you've been asking the universe for your person, and that person is coming in. And when they come in, this person's coming in prepared. This is someone that's already been watching you, so they're aware of you in some way. Okay? Or this could be okay, so that's for somebody in the collective. I think you're kind of more of a, we'll try to clarify a little bit more on like how to separate the energy for you personally, but others of you guys, what I'm getting, this energy could relate to you. you and this masculine's gone through a separation. You guys could be married or have been married in the past even. But this masculine, it's like you've had faith about a healing between you guys. You've had some type of faith here. This masculine's coming towards you, but he's coming in as a completely new person. It's like you might not even recognize him. Okay? He wants to come in and date you. Even if you guys have, I don't know, maybe y'all, I feel like you've been married, or you could be married to each other, or still, I don't know. Maybe you've just been in a separation. But this masculine that's coming in, he's like, you're not going to recognize him, okay? He wants to date you. He's going to want to date you and I think earn your trust, or, you know, because he did keep you as an option. Okay, so this is more going to be the second energy. Some of you guys, it's going to be someone new, okay? But what we're about to read into is this energy that of someone who I feel like kept you as an option, even though y'all could have been engaged or you know, married to one another. This person continued to treat you as an option, right? As a girlfriend, as somebody that, you know, didn't have their full intention, their full investment. Okay, they're going to look at you like you're someone new too. I think you're both going to kind of, it's almost like, even if this is an old relationship that's being rekindled for you guys, it's like meeting for the first time. I'm hearing it's like you guys have both grown and changed and healed so much that you're going to feel a little nervous around each other again, like when you first met. My lights are flashing, so that's probably what it is, okay? But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So let's just see what y'all's energy is looking like. Alright, so Divine Feminine, let's see what your current energy looks like. So maybe this can help you decide if this is you or not. What is this Divine Feminine's current energy? Okay. Yeah, the Star. You're healing. You're healing. You're a healer. But it says a gate has opened for you to new possibilities. This card means good fortune, creative inspiration, spiritual growth, help from unseen forces, and wishes coming true. It marks a time of fulfillment. So you manifested this. The star is symbolic of hope, renewal, and beauty. It suggests a period of spiritual peace, happiness, and positive opportunities. Beautiful, Divine Feminine. So you're in a very calm energy right now. You've been manifesting through your own personal healing, this connection with your masculine. Okay, I feel like you're very inspired in creative ways in your life. You've really been focusing just on your spirituality and your healing, your own peace, okay? What about this masculine? What is his current energy? What is this masculine's current energy? Okay, he's wanting to come in and bring you a cup of love, 2 of Cups. His current energy is thinking about this union with you, okay? It says describes a coupling of some sort, a marriage, a partnership, a union. You may be in the honeymoon stage of a relationship or endeavor when all seems right. This card can also represent a new stage of happiness and harmony in an existing relationship. This card encompasses all happy, positive, loving feelings. So you guys are really beautiful. And you're coming into union, whether this is someone new that's about to come in and sweep you off your feet, Divine Feminine, because you've manifested this, right? And it's a new person that it's like you finally are healed and ready to meet your twin, because I feel like your twin may have already been in that energy. Okay? It's not always the masculine who comes in, you know, with the healing later. Sometimes it's the feminines who, you know, need that extra time to heal. And so that could be you and this masculine you're meeting, okay? Or, you know, you guys are reconciling. Let's see the energy between y'all. Maybe that'll help me. What is the energy between these two of this situation? Yeah, okay, walking away. Y'all have already walked away from each other in the past, okay? So now you're coming towards each other. Okay, this means that you turned your back on the situation to go in another direction here in the past. Okay, y'all had to walk away because it wasn't working the way you expected it to. And it's like you decided you're not going to settle for anything less. So this was the energy between y'all. Either, y'all did this with one another in the past, and so you're coming out of a separation, or if this is someone new that you're meeting, you're meeting this because you had the courage to walk away from settling with something in your past that wasn't for you. You're going to have to decide who you are in this, okay? Let me see how I can dig this out a little. Let's get a conversation really quick. This will help me decide, if you guys are a new couple or if this is a reconciliation. All right. What is this masculine? What does he want to say to this feminine spirit? Help me gain clarity. Is this a new relationship or not? No, yeah, this is a reconciliation, okay? It says, I know I caused you pain and I caused myself pain too. I didn't mean to, really. I just didn't know what else to do. And now I don't know how to repair the damage. Is this fixable? Right? So this masculine's been holding himself back because of some pain he caused you. But the beautiful thing is he's coming out of it's like trying to avoid you. He's coming out of that energy of trying to avoid you, Spirit's saying. Look, soulmates was mixed in, okay? Seeing you as his soulmate. He wants to come in and show you, his higher self, right? He's coming out of this energy of just avoiding the pain. And I feel like you had to walk away from this masculine in the past because he was treating you as an option, right? He wasn't seeing you as the only option. He was possibly stringing you along. He was trying to put you in that category as like a one-night stand. Even though he might have been more committed to you than a one-night stand type of energy, that's kind of how he was still, that's the energy he was still in, right, within himself. He was still in that energy of string along. Even if you guys were married or committed, living together, whatever, engaged, like, he was still in that karmic energy of keys on a ring, right? Keeping his options open. Maybe, he was believing in polyamorous relationships and things like that. That could have been what hurt you, right? These other options. And so you walked away to heal yourself, feminine. You walked away because you know you deserve more than just being an option in someone's life, especially your soulmates, right? This person that, it's like you've asked for it all. You've asked to be blessed. You've asked for a blessed foundation. You've asked for, divine intervention, I'm hearing. You've asked to receive the best, to receive what you know you deserve. And so since you've asked, you're going to receive. Ask and you shall receive. And because you were strong enough to ask, and then also strong enough to walk away from what wasn't in alignment with what you were asking for, now it's manifesting for you is what I'm getting here. So, Divine Feminine, what do you want to say to this masculine? Ooh. I wish you would come home. I wish this with all of my heart. So you miss this masculine. You're like, come on, just quit avoiding me. Let's talk about this, okay? I see through you. There's nothing you can hide from me. I'm not mad at you. I'm hurt. I'm healed though, right? Okay, feminine. Maybe you're realizing that, not love isn't a fairy tale, right? It comes with its ups and its downs. It comes with its happy moments. It comes with its painful moments, but it doesn't mean it's not love, right? So this is what you're telling this masculine. I know I was putting a lot of pressure on you, masculine, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like you're feeling like you pressured your masculine to be this fairy tale version of what you thought love should be, like your fairy tale version, and he felt like he was falling short of that, feminine. So that's why he kept his options open. He's like, I can't live up to her expectations. I'm not this man that she thinks I am. I'm not, he didn't see that within himself. Even though you saw it within him because you see his true essence, he didn't see it in himself. So you guys had to both come to these awarenesses, these realizations, these compromises within self about your perception of love, basically. And yours is like you're adjusting the need. It's like you're not looking at love as a fairy tale necessarily anymore. You're seeing it with more of a real perspective, right? But it says, I want the fairy tale with you. But maybe that is not the typical fairy tale that you think it is. You don't know because you never asked me. Why don't you ask me what I really want? So that's what it is. This masculine never, he thought that your fairy tale looked one way. And he didn't think he could live up to that fairy tale, okay? But he never like really opened up to you about it and let you in or asked you. It's like I feel like you already loved this masculine wherever he was at the moment, even though, you had to go off and heal yourself and stop accepting, this energy, keys on a ring energy from him. It's not like you expect him to be perfect at the same time, right? It's like you know how to compromise, but he didn't really give you that option to be able to compromise with him. I feel like he was just kind of attack, I'm hearing, right? Deflect. So it was like always attack and deflect on this masculine's end. So you had to walk away from it. Okay? But he did that because he just felt like he couldn't live up to your expectations. He felt like this masculine sees you on this pedestal, and so he feels like you deserve this fairy tale person that doesn't exist, right? This perfect person that doesn't exist. And he felt like he was falling short of that person. So it's like he deflects, okay? He runs. When he doesn't feel like he can do something or live up to something, he just stops trying. And that's kind of what I see happened here between y'all here in the past, okay? And he hurt you. But he's also realizing, feminine, that you're not like any of the others. It says, I know that you are not like the others, meaning these other options that he was holding on to. I know this is not the same. I've been reflecting on this in the stillness and in the silence. So he's definitely thinking about how can he come towards you, Empress. He knows that you've healed or that you're healing. He knows that you're manifesting. He wants to surprise you in some way, but he's afraid that you're going to be guarded, okay? He wants this union with you. He wants to, I feel like, have a vulnerable conversation with you. Maybe he's never had that conversation with you before, right? Maybe he didn't know how to be vulnerable with himself, which means he didn't know how to be vulnerable with you, which means opening up and just, letting his true self shine, letting his true emotions and thoughts and feelings just be what they are in the moment, and expressing those things without fear of a backlash or fear of being judged or fear of, you running away or something, right? I feel like he's gone through a lot of reflection, and it's been him in spirit healing his heart, healing his perceptions, healing his thoughts about himself, which has given him like the strength and the ability to be vulnerable with you, feminine. But that's why he's coming back as someone new. It's like you've never seen this version of him before. You've seen this version like with your spiritual eyes. You've always seen this in him, right? But he never actually like put it out there for you to see. You saw it because you're his twin. You saw it because you see through him. You see things that others don't see, right? You see his true self, his true essence. So he's coming back in his true energy, his higher self energy. He wants you to get to know his higher self, his true essence, his true self. He's ready to open up and be vulnerable. That's why Spirit was saying it's like meeting someone new. This is your soulmate. So even though this is someone that you've gone through this with, it's not the person that you walked away from. This is a completely new version of that person. So it's gonna feel like excitement and butterflies in your belly, I'm hearing. It's gonna be like meeting each other for the first time. And that's really beautiful energy, you guys. It really is. So let's Feminine, so you'll know if this is you or not. Okay, let's talk about your energy a little bit on what you've been learning and personally, what you've been working on with spirit during your healing energy, claiming your star power, I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what Divine Feminine just had to work through, spirit, to get to this point on the journey. All right, Feminine, what have you been working on, beautiful? Yeah, your wounds. Wounded. It says, perhaps I don't agree that I am the wounded one here. It seems easier and more logical to blame all woundedness and dysfunction on my twin soul. It's them, not me. If only they would blank. So this is something you've had to accept, right? This fairy tale version of what you were holding on to as far as relationship. And then also, I'm guilty of this too, wanting to make it like all the masculine's fault. Well, the masculine did this, so it's all his fault. If he would just grow up, if he would just this, if he would just that, right? But when we're in this twin flame journey, we're triggering each other. So it's not one person's fault above the others. We both trigger one another, which means we both do some foul shit to each other, whether we admit it or not. We both wound each other, but that's part of the whole point of the connection, right? But this is what you've had to learn and accept, that it wasn't just your masculine's fault. It wasn't just your fault either on what happened here. You were accepting less than you should have for a while. You were ignoring the red flags in the beginning, right? You had to recognize that part of yourself. And maybe you were nagging this masculine. Maybe you got obsessive with this masculine. Maybe you got a little controlling with this masculine, and that's not you, but it's because you were triggered, right? You were having to look at your own wounding here. But the healing process and what's gotten you to this point on the journey is that you've recognized this and you've focused on the new perspective. You've focused on breaking free from the barriers of the fairy tale version of what you thought it should be. You've stepped into your power, your unconditional love. You've stepped into your ability to manifest with faith and love. Okay? It says, to be able to see a gaping wound in oneself takes a great deal of courage. Courage is needed to face the truth, whatever it may be. Many people cannot do it. Denial is much easier. You, on the twin flame journey, are being asked to be brutally honest with yourself and address your wounds. These wounds are in layers. They have been covered up using various methods, possibly over the course of many lifetimes. Some are so deeply buried that you may not even realize they are there. This is the lifetime where your soul is asking you to heal these, coalesce them. It is one reason why you have encountered the twin, for the purpose of unifying the soul. Face the wounds, do the work, and return to the oneness that you are. So this is the Divine Feminine we're talking about, baby. You've had the courage to stop doing the blame game. You've had the courage to stop denying your own wounds, your own hidden self, right? You faced yourself literally through this masculine. You faced your own mirror and you didn't hide from it. You dug deeper, I'm hearing. You dug deep into it and you started creating the change that you wanted to see, is what I'm hearing. So that's beautiful. You realized you were codependent on this masculine. Whether it be for finances or emotion, right? Or whatever you realized that you were codependent on this masculine based from a wounded self, though. So you've had to take your power back over codependency, not just the masculine, but even on others in your life. And from, that woundedness that you've been running from, that needing to make it everybody else's fault so I can cope type energy. Yeah, you're realizing you don't need your masculine. I don't need you. In the past, you thought you needed this masculine to, be fulfilled, or to feel loved, or to be accomplished, or to be stable, or whatever, right? But you're realizing you never needed the masculine necessarily, okay? It's not a need, it's a want, that it's a desire that really matters, but it's not a need. The only thing you truly need is your awareness, is your strength, your courage to see yourself, to heal yourself, to surrender to the divine in the process. But the healing says, no, you really don't. When it says, I need you, it says, no, you really don't. This is a distorted belief system or illusion. You don't need anyone. Anything that you believe someone can provide for you, you can provide for yourself. Don't believe it? Start doing so, because it's true. You do not need anyone for anything. Healthy relationships are not built on the foundation of need. They are built on healthy energetic balance. Okay? So, you've already, if this is your energy, baby, you've already been working through this. You're already getting this. Maybe you're just putting the awareness behind the experience that you've been going through, but you're definitely ready, okay? Let's see about this masculine spirit. What has been this masculine's thing to look at, deal with, recognize, or overcome in order to get ready for this union that I see y'all coming into? What has he been working through? Oh gosh, masculine, why you gotta always give me so many? Masculine, we love you. Okay, so masculine's been purifying himself, okay? Purifying his own energy, his own perceptions, right? Realizing that he is perfect the way he is, even if he doesn't always agree with his choices, he still deserves love. When I say perfect the way he is, it means there's nothing that makes this masculine undeserving of love. I think that's been a struggle for him. But it says, the violent flame, I am purity. Here's the healing. Yes, you are the purity. You are the light. You are the love. It is time to become your best self. Use a violent flame visualization or meditation to remove negativity, past karma, and shift into a higher vibrational frequency. Come to a place where you feel a deep inner peace and a great sense of spaciousness rather than confinement. Clear out, clean out old debris of every sort, so as to be able to come to wholeness and oneness within yourself and merge with your higher self. This is union. Didn't I say he wants you to meet his higher self? He's in union with his higher self, which is what it takes on this journey to come into union with one another. We first have to know how to be in union with the higher self, Divine Feminine. And you and your partner, our collective, we've done this. That's why this twin flame energy is so strong in our collective right now, because a lot of us get this. We've gone through the process. We're ready for the next step of actual union. We've come into union with the higher self. So you're about to reintroduce yourselves to one another, but it's your higher selves you're introducing to one another, not the karmic self that was triggering and wounding each other, but the self that has got the higher perspective, that has the awareness and is holding on to that energy of unconditional love. Okay? Anyways, that's beautiful. I love you guys. This is beautiful. Okay? This is why I do what I do, y'all. This is why I risk myself to dig into those karmic energies sometimes. Even though I don't like digging into those karmic energies, I don't like talking about certain things. I open myself up for spirit to bring it out into the collective, because I know this is where it's leading. They've shown me the end result many times. And I'm in the process of getting there myself, but I know it's there. I know what it feels like, and I know what we're fighting for. And so this is why I do what I do, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for doing the work with me, collective. Thank you for being my tribe. I love you guys. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, so masculine, these are these options, okay? Keys on a ring. These string along options, Divine Feminine, that actually caused your pain and your wounding, okay? He's had to deal with these karmic relationships. It says karmic relationships. I perceive where I already am as safe and comfortable. This is about him settling. He's had to walk away from settling for anything less, okay, than his own divinity, than his own higher self, than his divine contract with his divine feminine, right? So he's having to walk away from karmic relationships, whether it be friend, family, or other lovers. It says the emotions of the masculine may not be all in a karmic relationship. Sometimes masculine energy engages in and remains in karmic cycles, patterns, and relationships because they feel familiar, safe, and controllable. The truth is, you can put yourself in an endless loop by stubbornly refusing to let go and jettison the karmic pod. In many cases, remaining in these kinds of liaisons stunts the soul's growth and expansion that you planned for this lifetime. The child is going to eventually grow, whether it wants to or not. Okay? So masculine's having to recognize karmic partners in his life, karmic cycles in his life, and he's been having to choose his higher self, choose to grow, choose to mature, choose to step outside of his comfort zone, okay, choose to jump from the big fish in the small pond. He's got to make a conscious choice to jump into the sea and be that small fish in the big sea, right, where he can't control everything, where he doesn't know all the answers, where sometimes he's going to have to make fly by the seat of your pants type of decisions and be comfortable in that. Trust in the divine guidance, okay? Stop accepting things that are less than what he deserves, where he's not all in, right? The last one says soul group ambassador. Okay, this is talking about facing being a leader of his lineage, I'm hearing, but also facing generational patterns and seeing these generational patterns, how they've played out within himself, family ties, I'm hearing things that he was accepting before as just like normal and he couldn't do anything about it or whatever, right? He's having to deal with that. Masculine's got a lot that he's been dealing with. You have too, feminine, but this is, yours mostly had to do with like your triggers and your wounding from the masculine, the things, that you might have been trying to blame the masculine for, that actually might have been things he done that hurt you, but the wounding was deeper than just what the masculine had done to you, right? That wounding this masculine was allowed to do towards you was because you needed to dig deeper into the things you were ignoring of past pains and parts of yourself that you didn't want to address, okay? But masculine, I think he's learning how to purify himself, okay? How to not be complacent with these karmic relationships, and then, having to have these eyes that see what this process is for, what it's about. But it says, sometimes I feel as if I just do not belong in my family. I don't seem to be doing what they are doing. I often feel misunderstood. With you, I feel understood. Here's the healing. Life takes place on many dimensions, and soul groups carry what we call generational energy patterns. Consider that rather than not fitting in, you have incarnated with this particular group for the purpose of showing them the way, affecting great healing that reverberates through many generations, both past, present, and future. This is why it is important to release any victim vibrations you may be carrying and step up into your soul mission now. Embrace your power. Don't waste or misuse it. This masculine is being asked to step into leadership, okay, is what he's being asked to do, to meet you in a leadership position, divine feminine, when it comes to your generational work that you've already been doing for your own lineage. Okay, so he's having to recognize his role as a leader when it comes to breaking free from these generational patterns. to be an example, to be a way shower, okay? And so that's what he's been working on too, to get ready for this union. And so it's really beautiful. You guys are there, but let's just see. Spirit. Let's see. Currently this couple I'm talking to in my beautiful collective who have balanced perception. You guys have a balanced perception, both of you guys. What's about to happen in this situation between these two, Spirit? Cycles alone. Yeah. You guys have been beating these cycles individually, I'm hearing. Okay? So you're about to come into union. I feel like Spirit wants you to stay grounded in the now, in your own present reality, whatever your present reality looks like. And know that the divine is with you. I feel like you guys are feeling lonely without each other. I feel like you're both feeling like you've abandoned this connection, right? You've both been feeling lost without the other, but that's coming to a close. That cycle is coming to a close. The cycle of you guys having to do these things individually, alone, working, on the lineage individually and alone, that's coming to an end. You're about to come into union with the big yes on the bottom. The answer to your question is yes. So you're about to give each other the yes, where before maybe you were running from each other. You weren't seeing each other's higher selves. You weren't ready for union. Now you both are, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, before your awakening, y'all were telling each other no, no, no. You were running and chasing each other, right? You were seeing romance with fairy tale eyes here. But since you've gone through the awakening, now the no is turning to a yes, is what I'm getting here. It's a yes now. Before your awakening, it was a no. Y'all were just in it for romance, right? You guys, that's why it was a no, because you were looking at your relationship just for the romance of the relationship. You were missing out y'all were missing out on the spiritual meaning of y'all's connection, the spiritual energy between y'all's connection. You guys are now stepping into the 5th dimension because you've released control and you've opened up your sacred space for one another, is what Spirit's saying. And this happened during this solitude, okay, that you've been experiencing. And you both have kind of pulled back from community. There's been some type of loss of community, okay? And you both kind of gone into some type of solitude. But now, yeah, you guys have been running away from each other. You guys could have moved away from each other at a distance. One of y'all, I'm seeing like maybe one of you guys moved to a whole nother country or state. Like y'all got some space between each other this time. But I think that was divinely planned, orchestrated so that y'all couldn't easily be in that back and forth energy. Okay, so that you would have to be separated from one another to go through your awakening, to find your higher self and stop trying to. It's like you were both feeling the spot where your higher self belonged within self. Y'all were both putting each other in that spot, right? It's like divine feminine, the masculine. You were letting him take the place of your higher self when you were in that karmic energy, that runner chaser energy with each other, and he was doing the same thing in regards to you, putting you in that version where his higher self goes. Remember, Spirit says he was putting you on a pedestal, but it's beautiful that he does that, feminine, even though he wounded you in the process. He was keeping you as an option secretly in his heart. You were like on that pedestal of his everything, his guidance, the one he was looking up to, but really that spot belongs to his own higher self, and you shouldn't want to take that spot, and he shouldn't put you in that spot, and vice versa. You were codependent on him, putting him in that spot, on that pedestal in yourself, when really that is where your higher self goes, okay? So once you guys had to take each other off those pedestals, step out of the fairy tale version of what this is supposed to be, okay? You put your higher self could step into the podium, onto that pedestal within your own self, right? That's speaking of self-love, awareness, choosing healthy for self, making healthy choices for self. And if healthy choice means that you have to separate from one another, despite the intensity of the love of the connection you have, you chose health, you chose self, right? To be healthy, and you chose self. And that was a big test of, can this connection manifest into the next phase or not, right? But you both kind of made the wise choice, I'm getting. And that's why you've earned the right to come into union, because you chose your higher self. You're no longer codependent on one another. That's why you're getting the yes, and you're no longer going to be in this cycle of coming together and then being alone, coming together and then doing everything on your own. You're ready for union. It's a divine gift, a divine blessing, because you chose your divine selves over each other. That's you choosing the divine over anything else, really. It's really beautiful, and you earn this, is what Spirit's telling me to tell you. And this is how you earned it. So, let's see. Spirit, what do you want to say to this divine feminine? What do you want to say to this divine feminine? Prosperity arises from wise planning. Take time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. You shot your shot. You manifested this, divine feminine. Okay? Have faith that it's coming. Okay? It's going to be exactly as you expected. So understand, you are moving into a very prosperous time within yourself, within your life, and within this connection. What about to the masculine? What do you want to say to this masculine, Father? Holy Spirit, what do you want to say to this masculine? Look, you both in the orange, which is all about powerful energy, solar plexus, being in your power. Masculine has the 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. So masculine, okay, he's still struggling with how can he please you, divine feminine. Okay, he could be nervous, right? He could be wondering, well, what if she doesn't like this new version of myself? I don't know, but masculine, maybe you know, Spirit wants you to release the reins a little bit. And you know, let your angels, the helpful people are your angels, I'm hearing. So let your angels lighten your load. Let go of your anxiety, your worry, your contemplation of, is my feminine gonna give me a yes or not, right? Step into your power. Continue to step into your power, both of you guys, because I think orange is like that solar plexus chakra energy. It could speak of the sacral chakra, though, because I think orange also represents sacral chakra, which is relationship energy, right? Creativity energy. But just continue to, you know, be in your power, and let your spirit help you. Let your guides, let your spiritual energy lead the way, I'm hearing. Yeah, towards the decisions that you're being guided towards your decisions. Two of Michael. Okay, this is like the Two of Swords almost, but this is like having clear decisions, because you're being guided in those choices. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, right? So you guys are both over analyzing, or you have been, and Spirit saying just make a choice, just step forward. Okay, find a compromise, find a way to compromise. You're both getting some type of spiritual downloads about yourselves, about each other, and about this connection at this time. You're getting the epiphany. Okay, it says joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation and prayer. Okay, so that's what I see for my beautiful collective who are coming into union, you guys. You're meeting each other for the first time, but it feels like you don't know. You know, when I say for the first time, this is your higher selves meeting each other for the first time. You're meeting, even though you're meeting each other, you've been through so much together already. You're coming together as new people, which is really beautiful energy. I think that's why I was kind of confused in the beginning. I was like, is this like somebody meeting like for the first time, like they're new? because some of you younger twin flames are meeting each other for the first time, I'm hearing, right? But this reading specifically is for twin flame collective who have already been through the runner chaser dynamic, already been through the wounding phase, already been through blaming each other and, you know, turning away from each other. You've already been through the hard stuff. You're coming into the prosperity now. You're coming into the blessings of this connection. You're getting a yes instead of a no from the universe because you've made wise choices within self. You've chosen healthy choices for self. You've walked away from even each other when it didn't serve the higher self. So you earned this big yes from the universe, I'm hearing. All right. I love you guys. Please like, share, or subscribe. I love you. Bye. Congratulations.